All right, it's going to be hashtag black and white week.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Take Care Man channel. My name is Todd. In this video we're going to be using from Murphy and McNeil the Old Sport shaving soap and the Old Sport alcohol splash. So I won a $25 gift certificate from guysplash.com and I won that on Real Talk. On the guysplash.com website they have a variety of artisans there, and so I basically was able to get this for free with the gift certificate. So I bought the soap along with it and had that shipped. They shipped really fast. They sent along a book of old school matches, an old school match book, and also a sample of Vanule's Black Cavendish. I've actually used this before and it's quite good. Raymond is the owner there, or proprietor there at Guy Splash. And thanks to Chris, David, Belu, and DK for that episode of Real Talk, and thanks to Guy Splash for supporting content creators and Instagram lives like that. You might notice that the video is in black and white. And on another IG live show, BBS Live with Mel and Nate, it is hashtag black and white week. So black and white shaves. Now I'm doing it in black and white. I may put it in color occasionally for certain products. Like for example, there's the color of the soap. It's kind of a brownish, tannish brown color. This is in the Aeon base. And so I also used like black and white themed items. So this is black and white, as you can see. Pereira Shaving Bowl Black. Vialong, the Shave Nook 2019 limited edition Badger brush. One of my first razors, about the third one I purchased in the first open comb, is the Parker 26. I think it's 26C, yeah, 26C. And the handle was once black, but I soaked it too long because I didn't know better in Barbasol once, not Barbasol, Barbicide. And yeah, so it kind of ate away at the coating as you would expect. I clearly didn't expect it. I'm using another black and white product, Wilkinson Sword. So let's wet the face and get this lather on. I've already got it lathered up in the bowl. So like I said, this is the Aeon base. It is inspired by the owner of Murphy McNeil, his grandfather, who he called Gramps. And he talks about his basement where he had a chair and would smoke his pipe and watch TV. And so the notes here, the top note is almond, so its top note is almond, mid note is myrrh, and the base notes are vanilla and tonka. And so it produces sort of this tobacco accord, and I even get, like, it reminds me of leather as well. This reminds me a little bit of English leather, but also, a lot of those products that have like tobacco notes in them and leather notes, as you know, if you've watched the channel before, are some of my favorite fragrance notes, is tobacco and leather, and I particularly like when they're combined in a scent. So this one, I had a sample of it, and I found it very pleasing, but I really just didn't want to pull the trigger on the soap and the splash. But I won that gift certificate to guysplash.com and went on there and went ahead and picked it up because basically it was getting the soap and the aftershave for free, or got this paid for the soap aftershave basically for free with the gift certificate. Okay, we got that lathered up. Let's get into the first pass with the grain. About to head off and teach a night class, but I wanted to get a shave in first. Yeah, I really love this. And now, Murphy and McNeil describes this scent strength as medium. I would describe it as a medium strong, because anything where I'm getting like wafts of the scent while I'm shaving and noticing it and enjoying it, going, yeah, this smells great, to me is, moves up into that medium strong category. I really like that. Certainly not overwhelming, very pleasant. You get like a well-rounded sweetness which would be my guess that vanilla, almond, and tonka. Tonka bean, also called coumarin if I'm not mistaken, has sort of a hay-like, like the smell of hay, like hay you would feed cattle. Kind of that type of smell, like sort of almost an earthy grassiness, but it also has this sweetness to it. It's almost hay that's been drying, it's been setting a little bit. I meant to get my bottle of myrrh essential oil and give it a sniff and remind myself what myrrh smells like, which I'm sure I'll use a few scents during the Christmas season with myrrh in them, but just that single note of myrrh right now I'm not remembering, and I honestly didn't want to take the time before the shave because I need to get the shave in and get off to work. But I didn't take time to smell what that was like, so not sure if it's coming through or not, but regardless, it is just a nice accord that reminds me of tobacco and leather. I get a little bit of some leathery notes in there as well. All right, let's get back in here for everybody seems to be doing this these days to show their hydrated ladders. So there you go. Yeah, I might change up different forms of black and white during this second pass just to kind of see, because there's different filters, at least in iMovie. One of these days I'd like to update to Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, but I'm still operating in iMovie. Also looked at a few editing programs on iOS, and one of these days if I upgrade my iPad I might try some of those that are out there. Against the grain, instead of going up here on the jawline, I like to go across this way because that's where most of my pickups tend to be. This particular thing for me, because I mapped the way my hair grows, this one particular movement across the sort of jawline has helped cut the number of passes down for me. So I'm generally not a 3.5 pass shaver. Put a little nick there. It's been a while since I've used this razor, and I've been spoiled by the Vector and the Rockwell 6S, which are kind of my two go-to, the Merkur 43C, and I haven't used my Merkur Progress enough yet to say that it's one of my favorites. And of course I love my Feather SS Kamasori, but this one hasn't had much use lately. It's been at least probably 6 months since I used it. So get some of these pickups down here in what I call the swirls. I drew I got myself a couple of times pretty good. At one point I drew like a schematic, that's not the right word, well, just a drawing of how my hair grows on my face. I took pictures with my iPhone and zoomed in. I'll post it here. I posted it on Instagram and jokingly said anybody who needs any anatomy and physiology textbook publishers that need an illustrator, I'm available for hire. So, all right, so let's rinse this off. We'll get back into the post shave. All right, let's grab the black and white Lancaster towel. What's white and black trim? This is the alcohol-based splash. It mentions that there's an option for menthol or culotta. So I think when you buy this directly from Murphy and McNeil, you get an option of whether you want regular menthol or synthetic menthol, which would be the culotta, or no menthol. And you didn't have that option at the guysplash.com. In fact, that's one thing I would recommend to guysplash.com. Great site, but they need to give a little more description on some of their products. A lot of them, they have just pictures and price information. So I'm not for sure if this has any kind of cooling or not in it. We'll see how it feels, because it just says optional on the ingredients list, and I think you would have to specify, much like you do at Sterling. Definitely getting alcohol burn. Yeah, I love this scent. Like it quite a bit. This is very, makes me think of 70s, 80s. It's not musky, it's just a nice, sweet, smooth, masculine scent. Old Sport, really like this scent. I don't feel any cooling in the splash, so I'm going to assume that this is the unmentholated and unsynthetic mentholated splash, which is completely fine with me. I have some sterling drops here I could put in there, menthol drops. But yeah, and I'll change the color in case I didn't show you the color of the splash itself. Kind of a like amber color there. Anyway, not an incident-free shave, but like including not putting my microphone back on. I just realized. Yeah, I'm still going to post it anyway. I'll turn the volume up when I don't have it. But anyway, reporting live from my bathroom. Take care, man.